doing, buddy? Oh, man, who stood with me in that Newcastle away end the other night. I mean, we wanted a reaction. A lot of people have pulled me on my road trip saying I'm not getting carried away. I want to see if these players actually give me something to talk about for a change. First half especially, mate, we've seen a bit of impetus and we created a few chances, mate. So, not the worst night in the world, mate. Pretty decent.
Yeah, I did think we might be in for a long night when Cristiano missed his chance, but we didn't revert to type and lose momentum. We actually built on it, and could we say Burnley helped us today?
Yeah, they were poor, mate, weren't they?
Yeah, and to be 2 up so early, you're like, God, why hasn't this happened for the last 5 years?
We honestly, mate, you said it there. We needed a bit of luck, didn't we? In the way we've been playing, we knew we weren't going to come here and be roaming down the wings. We weren't going to be flying in. It was going to be attrition. It was going to be tough. And sometimes you need a bit of luck. I think we've got our luck at the right time for us tonight, and it did settle us down the early goals, didn't it?
Yeah, and I just want to say this before I forget. I was absolutely made up for Jadon Sancho. True. because when he ran it, I think it was Matt Loughton. There was impetus in the run. It was a sort of directness that we signed him for, and I believe it's a bloody own goal. So I'm a bit devastated for him because it's for me it's his goal.
I was gutted when I heard that as well, but it's a good point you made about Sancho there, mate, because he had a very good game, especially the first half, I thought.
Yeah, and I sort of alluded to it at Newcastle. He was pulling out into space, and in the end, Diogo Dalot benefited from that with Cavani's goal, the equaliser. But and what really pleased me as well was Luke Shaw looked completely refreshed, and I thought he had a good game, and I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start against Wolves now.
You said it there, Graham, mate. I've asked a couple of other people as well. Shaw came in today. Sancho came into Bruno's position today alongside Greenwood. Are Tellez and Bruno getting back in for the Wolves game in your opinion, or are you happy with what you've seen tonight?
Well, we all had Donny starting, didn't we?
We thought, mate. I mean, you can actually go into that as well, mate. Does that pretty much nail down Donny's future at the club now that role was there? There were 2 positions open today. Matic came into one, Greenwood came into the other. What does that tell you about Donny's situation right now? I mean, he's not getting in, is there?
No, I think that I've never been a huge Donny advocate. I've not been as pleased to see him start as other people. It's rather because I didn't really know a lot about him at Ajax. I didn't see Ajax play when they pulled up trees in the Champions League. But what I'll tell you what, it's a big call leaving Bruno out next game. That will be interesting.
Be a tester for him, won't it? Will the fact that it's such a short space of time in between games play a factor in that though, and we will see changes again?
Yeah, I think maybe we've made, certainly not, we're not making a big deal of Donny's absence, but I think everybody else is. You could see that there was a refreshment. I wanted to just touch on the second half. I was getting pretty frustrated because
I know what you mean.
Because I thought we were too passive, and we reverted back to we'll piss about, and we really are susceptible to the press when we go back. Again, we created a lot of our own discomfort, and we've really got to pack that in. I know I'm being picky because we've won the game, but we're just a bit more impetus, just a bit more care.
More ruthlessness, mate.
Yes.
I think that's the word, isn't it? I think, you know what, and you're not wrong in thinking that, mate. You won't be the only one to say it, because there was 6 or 7 goals in that for us there, and it would have sent everyone away there thinking, you know what, we've really took our opportunity there against the poor team.
Did you see the counter attack where Cavani was offside? It's probably been the best counter attack we've had all season.
No, it was a good goal. It was a great save, but great move.
And but can we see more of that? And I did allude to it earlier. We had a 4-on-4, and the ball went slightly behind. The impetus went out of it, and you could see Ralph going bonkers about it in Fletcher's ear. So let's not dress it up. It was thankfully it's sort of partially erased what happened on Monday. That would take a while for that to go.
It's gone a little bit. I know what you mean there, mate, because it's gone a little bit towards sort of covering over what was a horrible night in Newcastle. It was a good win, let's say that. But before you do go, mate, give me a man of the match, Graham, mate, tonight, because we did have some good performance tonight.
Yeah, it's very difficult when a kid comes up with Scott's shirt, so I'm going to have to give it to Scott, I'm afraid.
Scott McTominay takes man of the match for you, Graham, mate. We've got many a dude and many a games coming up, mate. Hopefully we're smiling like we are now and we're actually getting the same sort of result, mate. But cheers for coming on a great game,
more of
mate.
this sort of thing.